The Bulldogs just lost one of their most underrated weapons, and Perth is celebrating like they've struck gold. Josh Curran, the 26-year-old forward who's been quietly dominating for Canterbury, has just made a decision that sent shockwaves through the rugby league community. He's packing his bags, leaving the Bulldogs behind, and heading west to become part of something that's never been done before. This isn't just another player transfer. This is history in the making, and Curran's name is about to be etched into the foundation of the NRL's most ambitious expansion project ever. But before we dive into why this move is absolutely massive, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Aussie NRL Updates. We're bringing you all the breaking news, player movements, and insider analysis that every true rugby league fan needs to know. Now let's get into why Josh Curran's decision to join the Perth Bears is bigger than anyone realizes. Josh Curran has just become the 8th signing for the Perth Bears' inaugural squad, and this isn't your typical journeyman looking for one last payday. This is a player in his prime, with 106 NRL games under his belt, choosing to be part of something revolutionary. The Bears don't officially kick off until 2027, but they're already building a roster that's turning heads across the competition. Curran joins an impressive lineup that includes Toby Sexton, Harry Newman, Emerly Beatongain, Luke Smith, Isaac Fa-Suamaleau, Liam Henry, and Sean Russell. That's 8 players who've all said yes to the unknown, yes to the challenge, and yes to making history. But here's where it gets interesting. Curran didn't just wake up one morning and decide to move across the country. This decision came after serious conversations, real soul-searching, and a burning desire to be part of something bigger than himself. In his own words, Curran called this an exciting opportunity that he just couldn't pass up. Think about that for a second. A player who could have stayed in Sydney, comfortable in the Bulldogs setup with everything familiar around him, chose instead to leap into the complete unknown. The chance to have his name as one of the Bears' first ever signings, to be remembered forever as a foundation player, was too surreal to ignore. And this is where Curran's character really shines through. He's not just thinking about football, he's thinking about legacy, about community, about inspiration. He talked about being passionate about getting out into the community and having the opportunity to create something from the ground up that can inspire an entire state. That's not just player speak, that's genuine excitement about representing Western Australia, about giving rugby league fans in Perth something they've never had before, a team to call their own, players who wear their colors with pride, and a genuine connection to the community. Curran's journey to this moment has been anything but straightforward. He made his NRL debut back in 2019 with the Roosters, one of the most successful clubs in the competition. From there, he moved to the Warriors, experiencing the unique challenges of representing a New Zealand-based team. Then came his stint with the Bulldogs, where he's been part of their rebuild under coach Cameron Ciraldo. Those conversations with Ciraldo were crucial in helping Curran improve his game, refining his skills, and developing into the complete forward he is today. Across those 106 games, Curran has built a reputation as a player who brings something special to every team he joins. But what exactly does Curran bring to the Perth Bears? According to coach Mal Meninga, and yes, that's the legendary Mal Meninga leading this inaugural squad, Curran brings a unique combination of skill and finesse with the ball, along with tenacity and defense. That's not an easy balance to strike. Plenty of forwards can run hard and tackle harder, but adding skill and finesse into that package, that's what separates good players from great ones. Meninga also highlighted Curran's intensity and his commitment to making his teammates shine. In a brand new team where chemistry and cohesion will be everything, having players who elevate those around them is absolutely crucial. And here's something that doesn't always get talked about enough in rugby league. Meninga couldn't be more impressed with Curran off the field. He's a leader who spends countless hours investing back into the community. For a new franchise trying to build roots in a new market, that's gold. The Bears aren't just building a football team, they're building a movement, a culture, a connection with fans who've been starving for top-level rugby league.
Having players like Curran who genuinely want to be out in the community, meeting fans, inspiring kids, and representing the club with pride, that's what turns a team into something special. Now let's talk about what this means for the Bulldogs. They're losing a workhorse forward who's been a consistent performer in their pack. But here's the twist. Curran isn't leaving until after the 2026 season. That means he'll spend one more year at Canterbury, giving everything he's got to help the Bulldogs chase a premiership. Think about the mindset that requires. Curran knows he's leaving, the club knows he's leaving, the fans know he's leaving, but there's still a full season of football to play. That's where true professionalism comes in, where players prove they're about more than just their next contract.
The Bulldogs will be hoping Curran's final season in blue and white is his best yet. They've been building something special under Ciraldo, adding quality players, developing their young talent, and creating a culture of success. Having Curran fully committed for 2026 gives them another year of his experience, his work rate, and his ability to change games with both his attacking flair and defensive intensity. And who knows, maybe Curran will help deliver the Bulldogs a premiership before he heads west. That would be the perfect way to cap off his time in Canterbury. But let's get back to the Bears and what this signing represents for the bigger picture. The NRL's expansion into Perth has been talked about for years, debated endlessly, analyzed from every angle. Now it's actually happening. The Bears are coming, and they're not messing around. 8 quality signings before they've even played a game shows serious ambition, serious planning, and serious intent. This isn't going to be a team that just makes up the numbers. The Bears want to compete, they want to win, and they're attracting players who share that vision. Curran specifically mentioned that being part of something historic for the game was a massive motivator, and he's absolutely right. When the Perth Bears run out for their first ever game in 2027, every player in that squad will be remembered forever. Their names will be in the history books, their jerseys will be framed on walls, and their stories will be told to future generations of Bears fans. That's powerful. That's something you can't buy, can't fake, and can't replicate anywhere else. Curran understood that, and he grabbed the opportunity with both hands. The Indigenous All-Stars representative also brings that experience to Perth, another layer of leadership and cultural significance that will be valuable for the Bears. His journey through 3 different NRL clubs has given him perspective, resilience, and adaptability. He's seen different coaching styles, different team cultures, different ways of preparing and competing. All of that knowledge gets poured into the Bears' foundation, helping shape what this team becomes. As we look ahead to 2027, the excitement around the Perth Bears keeps building. Every signing announcement generates more buzz, more anticipation, more belief that this expansion team could be something truly special. Curran joining the ranks alongside talents like Toby Sexton and Isaac Fasawamalawi shows the Bears are building a balanced roster, mixing youth with experience, skill with power, and ambition with professionalism. The countdown is on. Josh Curran has one more season to give the Bulldogs everything he's got, one more year to chase premiership glory in Canterbury colors. But come 2027, he'll be pulling on a Bears jersey, running out in front of passionate Perth fans, and writing his name into rugby league history. This is more than just a player signing. This is the beginning of something extraordinary. If you loved this breakdown and want to stay updated on every major move, every breaking story, and every game-changing moment in rugby league, you need to subscribe to Aussie NRL Updates right now. We're your home for the latest news, the deepest analysis, and the passion that makes rugby league the greatest game of all. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the Aussie NRL Updates family today. We'll see you in the next one.